connected by grace. Connected by grace, moving by faith. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. YHTA there. A great way to start the week when it comes to performances. I have to say, thank you so much for that one. I think I needed that because you need grace, especially if you want to have the kind of discipline we're talking about today. Mabel Aderonke is here, one of the many people that has decided to dedicate her life to being a public speaker, commentator, media entrepreneur, consultant when it comes to communication strategy and digital media. Today we're talking about self-discipline. Wow. Not someone disciplining you. You know, there are a lot of memes online where they say, no one's coming. No one's coming to tell you to get up. No one's come to tell you to work out. No one's going to tell you to keep moving. You just have to do it yourself. And with self-discipline, I guess we can do that. But welcome to the show, Mabel.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. So where do we begin? Where do we start from? Is there some kind of assessment or test we give ourselves before we find out if we're disciplined?
We do not have to self-assess.
Okay.
We just need to know that we have to be self-disciplined for us to get to our goals or to pursue goals. Because, of course, we all know that self-discipline is persisting until you reach your goal through tough times and all of those things. Of course, there are several ways, there are steps to take for one to be self-disciplined.
Okay. So I'm thinking about, you know, all the things we've heard from different people in your particular line of work, talking motivational speakers, life coaches, and it does seem far-fetched, some of these things. They say, oh, wake up at 4 a.m., which we do, actually. We do that on this show, but not everybody can do that. You know, go and keep fit. Don't eat that after 7 p.m., et cetera, et cetera. So what are those little steps that you would give your clients where they can start?
Okay, first of all, you have to choose a goal because that's like the drive for you to be self-disciplined. Of course, the first step is choosing a goal. Find your motivation, what drives you.
Okay.
Then identify obstacles because along the line there will be obstacles, there will be hindrances why you want to give up and not want to do that. And then also you have to take away old habits. Because if you don't take away old habits, the good ones or what you really want to do won't come out of it. Then you also have to find trusted coaches and mentors who will give you feedbacks, either constructive or whichever way. They will give you feedback if you really want to go. Even the feedback that they might give you, you might not be comfortable with it, but that's what keeps you going. And then finally, you have to monitor your progress. You have to know how you are doing. Are you really moving forward? Are you really on the right path to achieving your goals? So I think that those are like the basic steps to on the journey of self-discipline. Okay, so
I have to ask what the most common areas are where you've discovered that your clients are less disciplined in. What are the most common areas?
The one I'm quite privy to is finances.
Oh, okay.
Most people are not so disciplined with finances. I'm going to relate this to myself. I think I saved my mom's life with being disciplined with my finances. There was a time I wanted to purchase something very expensive, and I'm like, I want to get this thing. I have to get it. And it cost quite a lot.
Okay.
But I told myself, do I really need this thing now? Do I really want to do this now? And then I didn't buy it. It was a day after I got a call from home that my mom had an accident, a very serious one.
Wow.
So just imagine if I had purchased that thing. How could I have paid for hospital bills and all of those things? So self-discipline, most importantly, people are trying to, how would I put it now? They don't know how to handle their finances, how to spend money. Some people spend money lavishly without thinking of what future will bring or what's not. So I think the finance part of it is like a major problem where people have to deal with.
Okay, so let's talk about the detriment or the consequences of not being self-disciplined. So now I know that I'm trying to instill discipline in my kids, that, you know, getting up early for school, you know, it's not every single day you get to eat snacks or sweets every day, and that kind of thing. But let's talk about the consequences of, you know, having a less disciplined life.
Okay, so talking about kids and the instance you gave, of course we know that when children take a lot of sweet things, children don't know this. Yes, yeah. Of course. So we are the ones, their parents, that understand the side effect of having too much sugary stuff in the system.
Yeah.
So the consequences, like you rightly said, is having to deal with the aftermath, the medical effects, the health detriment of having to take sugary stuff. So now, for me, finances, if I have to spend a lot on things that are not important, then I have to deal with things that are important, and I won't have to get enough funds to sort it out. So those are like consequences of not being self-disciplined. And even in the professional space, if you're not self-disciplined, it takes you off track. You will find yourself doing things that you should not be doing, thereby limiting you, not making you achieve things that you should achieve on a normal day.
I want to touch quickly on, you know, discipline in the workplace as well. You know, we do have quite a lot of members of staff. Some of them will look at me funny now, as I mentioned this, that, you know, hey, they get to work whenever they like, you know, and then before you know it, they're already saying they're going for lunch break. And then it's like 4:45, and they're already packing their bag and ready to go. Now, I know that discipline comes to bear here if you want to be more productive, but can you reiterate it? Okay,
so professionally, I think workers or members of staff of a particular organization or firm needs to be self-disciplined. Why? Because professionally, you have to be on the right track. Because if you're not on the right track, then people will see you as not serious, or you're not competent to do the duties they have vested on you to do. Okay. So on a larger scale, you will be seen as somebody who knows ears or onions. You know what you're doing, you know your job to a very large extent. Yeah. So that's what I feel that professionally self-discipline comes into play.
Mabel, I have to say thank you so much for coming to talk to us again. And hopefully, if you have questions or contributions on this particular topic, you can reach out to us online. Just use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Ask your questions, and she'll be doing what she can to respond. At this point, we have to take a quick break, but there's still quite a bit more right here on Wake Up Nigeria.